Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for one at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will get the first swing today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team. You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Makes a quick catch. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. Think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. And he's got it again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up.
Hey. Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Now, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Minnesota's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And the wideout goes in motion. The back's got it. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we
Team on the field now. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
2nd down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really communicate, bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
He'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. The Minnesota offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Catch made by the tight end. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handed off. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme. Offense facing second and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a first and goal all the way to third. With a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on fourth and goal.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. That kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's second and 5. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Third down play here out of the shotgun. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And it works. The first down to the 35. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here comes a handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. Second and 9 coming up.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so... flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years, but let's not forget a still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Okay,
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He pulls it in for a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Yep. Reducing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he... The last time they had the ball, I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball. This one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The Golden Gophers will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. First set of downs for the offense, 1st down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running down him quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linemen.
Got him, he's sacked.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets...
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught quickly. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. There's contact on the throw. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback still with the football. Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I understand the concept of running the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
PAT puts him up 13 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Set now to try the PAT. Extra point makes it a 6-point game, 13-7. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid game.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Just trying to get rid of it. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. The timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. He hands it off from the gun. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. Fourth down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So a timeout is called. Just a few. Left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Minnesota. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll set up for the point after. They knock through the PAT and go on top 14-13. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young